guys, welcome back to another episode of The Stable. As you can see on the ground over here, kind of doing an old school. I've been meaning to replace the brakes and rotors on this car for a while. I actually took the rotors to get resurfaced, and there wasn't enough to resurface there, I guess, or they were too warped, whatever. So thanks to Bob and his connects at AutoZone, I got a set of the Power Stop Z26 brake pads and new rotors. So I'll flip those around and show you guys the old ones. So as you can see on this passenger side, we have some nice dark spots on there. And when we put the Whipple on this car, I knew then that I needed to do the brakes at some point. However, kind of spaced it. And then I remembered last time we were at the track at about 130 miles per hour that I still needed to do the brakes. So this side I thought was done, but once I got to this other side, I realized I grabbed two of the same pads, and both of these have the wear indicator tab on them. So doing some research on, I think it's like G6 Mustang forums, whatever. Looks like those guys on there put the wear indicator tab on the back side. So I guess the theory is that the pad on the inside, closest to the engine, wears faster. So now, gotta take one of those, pull this side back apart, try to slide it in there. Depending on how your pistons are in there, I was just watching one guy on YouTube. He was able to knock these pins out and then slide his pads in from this way. So I might try that instead of having to pull this this whole caliper off again. So this is all in preparation because today is the 25th and tomorrow is the Halloween race down at Pueblo. So wanted to get the brakes done for that. And this other thing we got over here on this lawnmower, we went ahead and got an MSD two-step. So that should be easy, just all plug and play. Just got to really make it look pretty under there. But that's what we're getting this whole preparation done for. So let me quit talking and get back to it. All right, guys, I got that swapped around. I wasn't able to slide the pads out the top like the guy did in the video, but took it back apart, got it switched around. Get you guys a C-clamp, or that's like a little squeeze one. I had to squeeze the crap out of it, but I was able to get the pistons to slide back in. C-clamp is going to be your best friend here. If I would have had that in the beginning, it would have sped this job up a lot instead of trying to force the new pads over the rotor. So now I just got this side to do and the back. All right, guys, got both sides done. Just got to put the drag radial on this side. The little bolt for the top right there was a 13. The one for the back in the back was a 15. Had to take both of those apart to get the new rotor on there. And we had our little square little tool to twist in the piston on the back, but I twisted all the way in and we still couldn't get the new brake pads over them on the rear. So the new brake pads are there, and actually we left the old ones on there. They're the original ones. However, they still had quite a bit of meat on them, so I'm not too worried about them. But rotor looks pretty good in there. So once we get this tire on there, the brakes are done. Besides doing a braking procedure with these, which calls for right there. So they want you to do it 5 times from 40 to 10, slow down aggressively, then 35 to 5, and then let them do each of those 5 times, and then 5 minutes of letting them cool down. So you can see the old ones here, they're pretty worn, and then you can see the heat spots on the one. That was the front passenger side one that had the heat spots in it. So that's gonna take care of this part. And now I'm gonna start trying to focus on our two-step install, which I'm gonna have to back this up to get some light. But I don't really like clutter, and that harness is gonna go in between there, those little plugs you see right there. So I had to try to find a way to make it look pretty. And then I believe everybody puts the little dial over here, but of course I'm not gonna drill into the strut tower and mount it there. So got a couple things to think about. Well, guys, as you can see, I'm sitting here staring at the car, contemplating life as one does. So I didn't do my full research on this two-step. I mean, it's pretty much plug and play for the most part, but you get a blue and white wire in there. One, pretty much they take I think the white one, and they run it into the car, and then they tap it into the clutch switch. I really don't want to do that. So I think I'm done for the night, guys, honestly. I think that's gonna wrap this video, because I don't feel like crawling in there. I'm dirty from doing the brakes and sitting on the ground, and I really don't want to tap into that wire again. Lay on my back, reach up underneath the dash. I don't feel like doing it, even though it probably wouldn't take too long. I've just watched a few videos on doing it. So I think we're just gonna go out there tomorrow with it is as is and send it. Not too bad. I think it looks a lot better. Definitely is going to perform better. So everything's all torqued down. The only thing I got to do tomorrow is maybe some E85 and then maybe throw some air in the tires. However, we don't want to throw too much E85 in the car because, like I said, it's the end of October. Weather's changing fast. And I'm not storing this car with E85 in it over the winter. So Majid hooked me up and got me a tune for 93, or I'm sorry, 91 here. So hopefully after the track, most of the gas it'll be low. I won't fill it up with E85 again on the way home, and then load up the tune whenever it's super low, throw 91 in there, and that'll be it for this car. And then we just got content with Red coming soon, getting that thing back up and running, so hopefully it's ready for springtime. And then finally we're getting to that. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully the volume's not too bad. Back at PMP for the Halloween race, and TC just showed up, so he's teching in, and I'm gonna go down here, hop in the Boss, and get ready to make the first run. So I think they're doing like a gambler's race at like 11:30. So game plans to have hopefully a couple runs in before they start that up. So everything with the Boss is the same, except for we changed the brakes and rotors, which will just, help us stop better. It's not going to do anything else. And then I didn't do the two-step because I didn't feel like hooking a line up to it last night. So, but I got a note in my phone of what I launched at last time and what I did, so we'll go from there. All right, guys, if you can hear me, we're going to be racing a twin turbo Audi. I'm sure it's pretty fast. I think it's a husband and a wife. The green one just went. He had his license plate said 9-second TT, and then this purple one right here says like thanks mom on the back or something. So assuming they're going to be pretty quick. Also assuming that the husband's is going to be faster, so that means if he's in the 9s, maybe the wife's in 10s. Who knows? I might have a shot. We'll see. This is going to be the first pass. I think my dad's over there getting some footage for me. Remember to turn traction control off, because I almost forgot. Burnout. Gonna try to launch at 48. Stuck hard that time, guys. Yeah, next pass, guys, I might have to just shift into 5th because we're definitely hitting the rev limiter before the end of the track. And my shift light's not working, so I'm just kind of shifting it the best I can. So we'll see how that was. That box body seemed fast, guys. I might have to go watch him on the video and see what's done to that thing. Uh-oh, what's it? Check charge system. My voltage seems a little low after that. Not sure why. see what I ran. And hopefully, I got a GoPro on the side of my helmet, so hopefully we can see what the boost was. Thank you. Oh, 10.5, 132. Guys, that's literally all I wanted. 660 foot. Oh, guys, we were out of there. Oh my God. Guys, that is literally all we came down here to do, was a mid 10. I actually wanted a low 10, but I hit the rev limiter pretty hard and it went from 104 to the 8th. I've gone 105 to the 8th, so that means I probably short shifted third. But guys, that is not bad at all. I can't wait to see the footage that my dad got. Alright guys, so went at 10.5, 8th mile dropped a little bit, but like I said, that could have just been from shifting. 132 hit the rev limiter hard, and as you can see, we lost our belt at some point. I don't know at what point of the run that belt came off, but yeah, so we're done for the day because I gotta lift the radiator up, remove the coolant tank, and then get down there and remove the crank support to even put a new belt on this thing. So my dad just ran home to go grab the street tires to raise his front end a little bit up so we can get it on the trailer. So we're done for the day. TC's racing, so I'm gonna go up and film him. But yeah, so that's it guys, short video. I might maybe throw some video of it up on the trailer, but almost seems like we did the brakes and stuff last night for nothing. So we got the 86 and the Boss right next to each other, so this is going to be here for a little bit because I mean obviously we do all of our work over here. Don't know if I showed in the last clip, but I did find the belt. So that's probably the cleanest belt break I've ever had. When it happened on the 96, it hit the top of the hood and all kinds of wires and stuff. It doesn't appear that it hit anything. I haven't seen any other damage outside of this little mark here on the side of the Whipple itself. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it was cut short, but things happen. Thankfully this was the only thing that happened. The belt wasn't my concern at all. I figured it was always going to be the rear end or the transmission, truthfully. But to do this belt, crank support has to come off, fan has to kind of get lifted and moved out the way a little bit, and so does the coolant expansion. And to do that, there's some upgrades we might as well take care of while we're in there. So hopefully you guys like the content. Please be sure to like, subscribe. Catch you on the next one.